aka part of the Water Pirate Nation and part of the JW organization. How are you all doing today? Today is our very first YouTube video, so let's clap it up a little bit. Yes sir. And also today, for our first video, we are doing a cartoon tier list. Yes sir, our cartoon tier list back from 1999 to 2016. Probably the last year ever of cartoon being good. So without further ado, let's get into it. So for this video, it will consist of Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, and some Disney shows. So without further ado, let's get right into it. First up, we have Adventure Time. My opinion, I think Adventure Time is arguably top 5 or maybe top 3 Cartoon Network show of all time. Maybe I'm wrong, and maybe I'm right. Maybe I'm wrong mostly. But other than that though, so we got Adventure Time. I'm going to put Adventure Time in the GOAT. One of the greatest. Hands down, I think is one of the greatest. And on top of that, had a good ending. I really love the characters. I love the dynamic duo they had with my boy Finn and Jake. So we're going to put them in the GOAT tier list. Next up, we have Ant Farm. I did like Ant Farm as a kid, but I didn't think it was all that in the A and GOAT tier list. So I'm honestly gonna put this in the C tier list. I'm gonna put this in the C tier list because I don't think it's really worth the B, and it's definitely not worth the GOAT and A list. So I'm gonna give it a C. It was alright. I'll give it a C. Give it a C. I think a C is good. I was gonna put it in D, but no, D is just a little too low. We're gonna give it a C. Alright, next up, we have Austin and Ally. Austin and Ally was a good show. I can't even hate. I really think Austin and Ally deserves B tier. The reason why, they had some fire, they had some banger songs. And when my man's Austin was dancing, like he made me want to dance. I can't hate on it. So I'm gonna put Austin and Ally in the B tier list. I think it's worth the B. I ain't even gonna lie, it was worth the B. And it was one of my favorite Disney X shows, so we gotta put it at B. Next up, we have Back in the Barnyard. Now I didn't really watch a lot of Back in the Barnyard, but it was a good show. Well, no, I'll say it was good but decent. So I'm honestly, I'll give this a B tier. The reason why, because I'll admit I thought it was pretty funny. And on top of that, it really wasn't that bad of a show. It was pretty entertaining, even though it kind of creeped me out a little bit, noticing that animals are talking. But hey, I give it a B tier. Next up, we have Ben 10. I didn't see the show as a kid that much, but it looks very cool, and a lot of people love this show. But the question I want to say, is it worth GOAT tier? You know what? Why not? We'll put it in GOAT tier. We'll put Ben 10 in GOAT tier, even though I didn't see it that much. But I'll put it in GOAT tier though, because it did look cool. My boy Ben going crazy, going into like a whole monster or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, we'll put Ben 10 at GOAT tier. Put Ben 10 at GOAT tier. I think it rightfully deserves it. Next up, we have this show. I don't know what this show is called, so I'm gonna put did not watch. Wait, is it? Yeah, I didn't see that show. I ain't even gonna lie. Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. Listen, do not roast me. I don't know what this show is, so you know we gonna skip through it. I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't see this show. Anywho, next up we have Blue's Clues, one of the all-time greatest childhood shows ever. Bring that to GOAT tier. No questions asked. Blue's Clues was amazing. It was so cool. The characters were amazing. My boy Steve and Joe were the best. They were the best. We're putting Blue's Clues in GOAT tier. Like it was so good, it made me want to find clues. Like I actually went outside to find clues. That's how good it is. I even wanted to go to school to find clues. You know what I'm saying? Like get my handy dandy notebook, and then you have mail time. Something that go tier at its finest. I don't care what it says. Go tier at its finest. Like go tier at its finest. Yeah, definitely go tier. Next up, we have Caillou. Caillou. I did like Caillou. I really did love Caillou. I want to say love, but I did like Caillou. So I would put Caillou. I'll put it in the B tier. I'll put it in B tier. I don't think it's really worth the A, but I'll put it in B tier. It was cool. It was cool. So yeah. A tier for. B tier for Caillou. B tier for Caillou. Next up we have is Camp Belazlo. I didn't really see Camp Belazlo that often either, but it wasn't that bad, you know. I kind of liked it. I'll put it in B tier. I say Camp Belazlo was a B tier. Yeah, definitely B tier worthy. Next up we have Cat Dog. I'm not gonna lie with you. A lot of people are gonna be on my neck, but honestly, why was this show even made? I kind of thought the show was kind of stupid. So I'm going to put it in why is this even a show? I know a lot of people are going to hate me, but I'm sorry. But no, it deserves to be in why is this even a show selection. Like, I don't understand the point of it. Yeah, we're going to put it in that one. Next up, we have Chowder. Chowder is another one of my favorite childhood cartoon shows I used to watch. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie. This might be it. A lot of people won't be on my neck in the comments section, but I think Chowder is an A tier. I think Chowder is A tier. The reason why, because Chowder was funny, and it was a cool show. You know what I'm saying? And I really like the ending. How my man's Chowder started cooking up. You know what I'm saying? My boy was cooking. Shout out to Coach East, by the way, for the reference. But my boy was cooking, you know what I'm saying? He was cooking up. So yeah, Chowder and A tier. I think that's an A tier. Next up, we have Codename Kids Next Door. Codename Kids Next Door. Codename Kids Next Door, to me, it's also a top 10 show in Cartoon Network. You can argue with your mama, but it's a top 10 show in Cartoon Network. So I'ma honestly put this in A tier. I don't think it's greatest of all time consideration, just because I just don't think it's in that category, in my opinion. Just in my opinion, I just don't think it's in that category. It's close, but it's just not there. It's just not there. So yeah, we're gonna put Codename Kids Next Door in A tier. Next up, we have Courage the Cowardly Dog. Courage the Cowardly Dog. This show right here, I really did enjoy a lot, and it's also an all-time Cartoon Network favorite. So I'm gonna put this in the GO tier. I think it's GO tier worthy. It is GO tier worthy. I'm not gonna lie, it is GO tier worthy. I know that's a reach, but it's GO tier worthy. It's GO tier worthy. I think it's GO tier worthy, most definitely. Yeah, it's GO tier worthy. Next up, we have Cow and Chicken. I never seen this show, so I'm gonna put it in the didn't watch, and honestly, it don't even look good. So yeah. You know what? Yeah, no, I didn't even watch this show. I can't even put an opinion. Like, I was gonna put it in really bad, but nah. Yeah, we'll put it in didn't watch. Alright, next up we have Dexter's Laboratory. Another all-time Cartoon Network classic. Really good show. Had a lot of memes in it. Meme-worthy. You know, meme-worthy stuff. So I'm gonna put Dexter's Laboratory in the GOAT conversation. I'll put it in the GOAT conversation. Reason why, because I think Dexter's Laboratory was a classic, and it had some funny moments. And it was good though, you know. I'll put it in the GOAT. I'll put it in the GOAT tier. I know that's another reach, but I'm gonna put it in GOAT tier, in my opinion, because I think it's a good show. My boy Dexter was the best character, making all them crazy adventures and stuff like that. So yeah, Dexter's Laboratory, GOAT tier. Next up we have Digimon. I'm not gonna lie with you, this show. Yeah, I have not watched this show. I ain't even gonna lie. I didn't watch this show. I didn't watch this show. I don't know. I don't even know what this is. But yeah, I didn't watch it. I didn't watch Digimon. I don't even know how you say that name. But yeah, I didn't watch that show. I ain't even gonna lie. Next up, we have Dog with a Blog. I've seen this show. This show was pretty cool. But now thinking about it, this show honestly was kind of a D tier. I ain't even gonna lie. Dog with a Blog was cool when you think about it as a kid, but just looking back at it, it's kind of cringy and yeah, I don't know. I mean, the only character I liked was the dog. Everyone else I didn't really find the music. See, I'm gonna put it in D tier. I listen, for those who like Dog with a Blog, I know. Please don't come at me in the comment section, but yeah, Dog with a Blog is a D tier. I'm sorry. It's just, yeah, it's a D tier. It's a D tier. Next up, we have Doug. I didn't see this show, and it don't really look all that from what I'm seeing, so I'm gonna put it in C tier. I'll put it in C tier. It don't look all that, but it don't look that bad. Yeah, so I think C tier is really good. Next up, we have is Ed, and Eddie. Ed, and Eddie. Ed, and Eddie is an all-time classic as well. And honestly, I was really debating on this. I think this show is honestly, yeah, you gotta put it up there with the GOATs. You gotta put it up there with the GOATs. I know that's a reach probably, but no, you gotta put it up there with the GOATs. You gotta put it up there with the GOATs. Gotta put it up there with the GOATs. Cause I feel like if I put it at A tier, then you definitely gotta put, yeah. I think Ed, and Eddie is a GOAT tier show. Gotta put it up there. Got to, yeah. Yeah, Ed, and Eddie is a GOAT tier. Sorry if I'm stuttering, y'all, but Ed, and Eddie is a GOAT tier. Next up, we have is LT Gray. Oh my goodness. I love this show, and I loved it a lot because one, I'm Hispanic. If y'all don't know, I am Hispanic. And also, I love the characters in the show. I love this so much. I love my boy Manny Ramirez, you know what I'm saying? My boy slicing people up, talking about LT. Man, I really want to put this show in GOAT tier, but it's not worth GOAT tier, honestly. So we're gonna put this in A tier. I really love that show. LT Gray was fire. LT Gray was fire. So yeah, we're gonna put LT Gray A tier. I just don't think it's GOAT consideration. All honesty, it's not GOAT consideration. Next up, we have Very Odd Parents. Very Odd Parents. Honestly, Very Odd Parents is in the GOATs. Gotta admit, it's in the GOATs. It's in the GOATs. Very good show. Loved it. I love Very Odd Parents. It was pretty good. You know, my boy Timmy Turner, you know what I'm saying? And my boy could get whatever you want. My man's Timmy Turner. It was him. So yeah, we're gonna put Very Odd Parents in the GOAT tier. Next up, we have is Fish Hooks. Fish Hooks was, honestly, it wasn't that good, but it wasn't that bad. So I'll put it in C tier. I'll put Fish Hooks in C tier. Next up, we have Foster's Home. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I did not watch Foster's Home. So don't come at me in the comment section. Listen, do not come at me in the comment section. I didn't watch Foster Home. I'll put didn't watch. Didn't watch. All right, next up we have is Garfield. Oh, see, I was gonna put it in F or D tier, but I'll put it in C tier. It was alright. I ain't gonna hate on it. I say it was alright. I definitely say it was alright. Yeah, Garfield in C tier. I think that's a good place. Next up, we have Girls Meet World. I'm not gonna lie with you. I hope nobody doesn't come in the comment section with me at this, bro. But honestly, I think Girls Meet World is honestly to me a F tier. I didn't find it that amusing, and I honestly didn't think it was that cool. So yeah, Girls Meet World, I put it in the F tier. I'm sorry, it's F tier. Yeah, it's F tier. I don't think it's amusing, and honestly, they should have just. I forgot that one show that was the original. But yeah, I didn't think it was that interesting. So yeah, Girls Meet World in the F tier. Next up we have Good Luck Charlie. Good Luck Charlie. This show was pretty good. So I'll put it in B tier. I did like this show. I can't even hate on it. I did like the show. It was pretty cool. Had some funny moments and family type show, you know. It was cool. It was cool. Real cool show. So I'll put that show in B tier. I'll put that show in B tier. Next up, we have Gravity Falls. Gravity Falls. Gravity Falls is honestly, Gravity Falls is such a high-end tier Disney show. But the question I was thinking was like, should we put it up there with the GOATs? And honestly, I don't think it's GOAT consideration personally, so we'll put it in, oh crap, wait. Oh, I thought something changed, okay. So, I'm gonna put Gravity Falls in A tier. I'll put Gravity Falls in A tier. I just don't think it has that GOAT consideration yet, but yeah, we're gonna put Gravity Falls in A tier. Gravity Falls in A tier. Next up we have is Handy Mandy. I don't remember much of this show, but I probably liked it a lot as a child, so I'll put this in C tier. It was cool. It was cool. I can't even hate. It was cool. You know, my boy Handy Mandy teaching me how to build. He was cooking with the building. Like, if we're being honest here, chat, I know this might sound cringy, but bro was the Fortnite legend before Fortnite even came. Like, it took me a while to think about it, but bro was a Fortnite master. Bro was building anything. So yeah, Handy Mandy in C tier. I'll give it C tier. Next up we have Hey Arnold. Honestly, there's no debate with Hey Arnold. I think Hey Arnold is up there with the GOATs. All-time favorite Nickelodeon show for most people. I say Hey Arnold definitely deserves GOAT tier. I say Hey Arnold deserves GOAT tier. So yeah, Hey Arnold and GOAT tier. Next up we have iCarly. iCarly honestly, another all-time Nickelodeon classic. But I ain't gonna lie with y'all, I don't think it's really worth the GOAT tier. It's like close, but nah, it's not GOAT tier. It's not GOAT tier. So we'll put it in A tier. A tier for iCarly. It was really good, but nah, GOAT tier, nah, I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it. Next up we have Invader Zim. Invader Zim. Honestly, Invader Zim was cool. Invader Zim was cool. I didn't mind it. So I'll put it in B tier. I like the Invader Zim. I ain't even gonna lie. I'll put Invader Zim B tier. I'll put Invader Zim B tier. Yeah, I think it deserves that. Next up we have Jack in the I ain't gonna lie. I saw this show before. I'm sorry if I miscorrect the show. But Jack and the Pirates or whatever, it was cool. It was cool. But I'll put it in C tier. I don't think it's worth B tier consideration. Definitely not A tier, and definitely not GOAT tier. So I'll put that show in C tier because I liked it as a child. Next up we have Jesse. Hey Jesse. Hey Jesse. Hey Jesse. It's like, no, you stop being crazy. Jesse was a good show, but I don't think it's worth A or GOAT tier consideration. I'll put it in B tier. It was cool. I don't really like thinking about it a lot because, Luke, aka Cameron Boyce, passed away. Yeah, I'll put B tier in Jesse, but overall though, first to the family and friends of those who was with Cameron Boyce and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't like thinking about Jesse too much because of what happened, but I'll put Jesse in B tier. But yeah, Jesse in B tier I think is cool though. I think Jesse is B tier consideration. Definitely B tier. Next up we have Jimmy Neutron. I don't care what nobody says about this show. This is GOAT tier. Reason why my boy Jimmy Neutron was cooking with the gadgets. Had two friends that were cool even though they were dim-witted and goofy. But Jimmy Neutron B tier, man. I mean GOAT tier. Jimmy Neutron GOAT tier. Definitely GOAT tier. Next up we have Johnny Bravo. Johnny Bravo was a great show, but I just don't think yeah, I don't think it's GOAT tier consideration. I know the comment section gonna be on my neck for that, but no, I think it's A tier. think it's A tier. I really think it's A tier. Next up we have is Johnny Test. As I said, a great show, but I just don't think it's GOAT tier. So we're gonna put this in A tier as well. The reason why, I think Johnny Test was very cool, and it has some funny moments too, but nah, it's not GOAT tier. I think Johnny Test deserves A tier. Definitely A tier. Like same with Johnny Bravo. Johnny Bravo is cool, but it's just not at that GOAT tier. I just don't think so. So yeah, Johnny Test and Johnny Bravo both A tier. Most definitely. So next up we have KC Undercover. KC Undercover. KC Undercover wasn't that bad. It actually caught my attention, but not that much. And honestly, I didn't think it was that good of a show. So I'll put it in B tier because it did catch my attention. It was pretty cool. And, you know, I'll admit, I used to have a crush on Zendaya. I'll be honest. Hey.
That's one.
What?
Hey, I did. I'll be honest. I did. But the show overall, I'll give it B tier. Next up we have is Kick Buttowski. This right here is an underrated show. Kick Buttowski was my favorite. Kick Buttowski was fire. But I'm gonna put this, honestly, I know this is comment section gonna be on my neck, but I'm gonna put this in A tier. I think Kick Buttowski was an A tier. Most definitely. Next up we have is Little Einsteins, aka the greatest show to have an intro. Greatest intros ever. Little Einsteins was cool. Yeah, I say it was a cool show. But honestly, overall, I'll give it a C tier. I only like this show because of its intro. I'm not even gonna lie. So I'll put it in C tier. I'm sorry for those who like Little Einstein, but I give it a C tier. Next up we have is Little Bill. Honestly, this show wasn't that bad. But honestly, it kind of creeped me out how it's a black kid with a bald head. Huh? Not gonna lie. So I'll put it in D tier. I know I'm gonna get hated for this, but the show just kind of creeped me out for a bit. Now I think about it, it's like, why is there a black kid who's bald? Now, if somebody could tell me the backstory with that, please do. So, that sounds so messed up. But I'm just saying, though, it creeped me out. So I'll put it in D tier. Even though I like the show, but just thinking about it kind of creeped me out. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm probably gonna get roasted for it. But yeah, we're gonna put that in D tier. Next up, we have Liv and Maddie. Not gonna lie with you, I only like the intro song for it. I mean, it was cool. I ain't gonna lie with you, I kind of give this one an F tier. The show, it was cool, but it didn't really catch my attention that much. So yeah, we're gonna put that in F tier. Yeah, F tier is, it's worth F tier. I didn't think it was just all that, you know. I just didn't think it was cool, and you know it. Yeah, F tier it is. Yeah, Liv and Maddie F tier. Next up we have is Mighty B. A lot of people didn't think this show was good. Honestly, I don't blame them. And personally, I thought the show was really bad. So yeah, we're gonna put Mighty B really bad. I'll say it's really bad. So yeah, Mighty B really bad. Next up, we have Robot and Monster. As I said again, this show caught my attention as a kid, but thinking about it, it was a really bad show too. I ain't even gonna lie. So we're gonna put Robot and Monster really bad. I know I'm gonna get roasted, but yeah, I'll put that in really bad too. It wasn't really that cool. So yeah. Next up we have My Life as a Teenage Robot. As a kid, I used to love this robot. I mean, I'll admit, I like this show. I like this show a lot. It was cool. So I'm gonna put this in B tier. You know, I ain't gonna lie with you. The robot. Listen, if Robot, if you're hearing this, please take me on a date. Huh? I'm just playing. No. Yeah, that show was pretty cool. I'll give Teenage Robot a B tier. I just don't think it's A tier or GOAT tier, but B tier and D. Next off, we have Pen Zero Part-Time Hero. this show is pretty cool. So I'll put this in B tier. Pin Zero Part-Time Heroes B tier. I'm not gonna lie. It's a cool show. Definitely a cool show. Definitely a cool show. Definitely a cool show. Next up, we have Phineas and Ferb. Phineas and Ferb, honestly, I used to like it. I'm not even gonna lie. I love this show. I can't even hate. Honestly, I don't think it's worth the A tier. Because I stopped watching it for a reason. So I'll put Phineas and Ferb in B tier category. I ain't even gonna lie. I'll put it in B tier category. I think Phineas and Ferb deserves B tier consideration. Definitely B tier consideration. Next up we have is Banana Cricket. Honestly, I thought this show was cool. But now thinking about it, this show is hot garbage and I don't even know why they made this show. Now I think about it. Why did they make that show? Yeah, I think Banana Cricket was cool as a kid, but just thinking about it is like, this show wasn't it. This show wasn't it. I see why they stopped making it. And it wasn't it. It wasn't it. Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking with this show. So it ain't it. All right, next up we have Randall Cunningham, 9th Grade Ninja. This was a fire show. This caught my attention. And honestly, I know this is going to be such a hot take, but I'm going to put this in A tier. I like Randall Cunningham, 9th Grade Ninja. It was fire. My boy Randall Cunningham was him. Was him. He was him. You know what I'm saying? I'll put this in A tier. Randall Cunningham, 9th Grade Ninja. Yeah, Randall Cunningham, 9th Grade Ninja, A tier. Definitely A tier. Next up, we have one of the greatest Cartoon Network shows to ever be made. A regular show. A regular show, honestly, is one of the greatest Cartoon Network shows to ever be made. I don't care what nobody says. Now if it's Tom and Jerry and Looney Tunes, that's up for debate. But yeah, regular show is definitely in the GOAT conversation. Definitely in the GOAT conversation. Definitely in the GOAT conversation. Yeah, no questions asked. Definitely regular show, GOAT conversation. GOAT conversation. All right, next up we have is Sam and Cat. Sam and Cat I liked as a child, I will admit. So I'll give this B tier. I think Sam and Cat deserves B tier. A tier, not really. Then GOAT tier, definitely out of this league. I'll put Sam and Cat at B tier. Sam and Cat at B tier. Next up, we have Sanjay and Craig. And I'll tell you this, y'all. I really like that show. I really like this show. But I'll put this, honestly. Yeah, I'll put it in B tier. It's B tier consideration. Because I like the characters. I love the duo Sanjay and Craig. I especially love Craig. The snake was cool. Really cool. Really cool. Like, W best friend. I ain't even gonna lie. W best friend. Yeah, we'll definitely put it in B tier. Next up, one of the greatest Nickelodeon shows ever. SpongeBob SquarePants. No up for debate. Argue. I don't care what nobody says. Greatest Nickelodeon show ever. If you don't have SpongeBob in your GOAT tier list, your tier list is honestly horrible. And you should never make tier lists again. SpongeBob in GOAT tier list. Simple facts. And it's very relevant. SpongeBob in GOAT tier list. No questions asked. Next up we have is Teen Titans Go Original. Teen Titans Go is really good. Really good. And honestly, I think this deserves GOAT tier consideration. GOAT tier consideration. I ain't even gonna lie. It deserves GOAT tier consideration. So we'll put the Teen Titans Go Original at GOAT tier list. Next up, we have Teen Titans Go. Teen Titans Go, a lot of people don't like. I didn't mind it. And it's not that bad. So I'll put it in C tier because it's not good, but it's not that bad. So Teen Titans Go, C tier list. Next up, we have Amazing World of Gumball. A lot of people like this show, and some memes have been made in this show. But honestly, I don't think it's considered GOAT tier list. I'm sorry, it's just not considered GOAT. I'm sorry, it's just not considered GOAT. Definitely deserves A tier list, but I just don't think it deserves GOAT. I don't think it deserves GOAT. I don't think it deserves GOAT. I'm sorry. So yeah, Amazing World of Gumball, A tier list. A tier list. Amazing World of Gumball. Next up we have is Backyardigans. Backyardigans is one of my favorite childhood shows, and this deserves GOAT tier list. I know the comment section is about to be on my neck, but Backyardigans with the singing, the dancing, man, Backyardigans deserves GOAT tier list. I know I'm gonna get roasted, but definitely deserves GOAT tier list. Definitely deserves GOAT tier list. Next up we have the Bernstein Bears. Honestly, this show was cool as a child, but I didn't think it was like all that thinking about it, so I'll put it in B tier list. Like, Bernstein Bears is cool, but I kind of lost interest in it, honestly. So yeah, Bernstein Bears, D tier. Next up we have is Billy and Mandy. Billy and Mandy was cool. Billy and Mandy was cool. I'll put it in B tier. I think B tier, Billy and Mandy deserves it. So yeah, I say B tier. Next up we have is Sweet Life, Zach and Cody. Zach and Cody, Sweet Life was very good, and I really liked it. And honestly, this deserves A tier. It's like, I would want to put it in GOAT tier, but nah, it's not considered GOAT tier. It's not considered GOAT tier, I ain't even gonna lie. Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, A tier list. Definitely A tier. Definitely A tier. I like Zach and Cody a lot. I like Zach and Cody a lot. Next up, we have Tom and Jerry. Tom and Jerry. Arguably one of the greatest cartoon shows to ever be made as well. Definitely GOAT tier list. Definitely GOAT tier list. Definitely GOAT tier list. Next up, we have Total Drama Island. I really love this show as a kid, man. I really love it. And honestly, I don't like the new season since they replaced my man's original voice, Chris McLean. And honestly, I don't know why they made a new season. But anywho, Total Drama, I'll put this in A tier list. Definitely A tier. It's close. It's close to GOAT tier, but it's A tier. It's A tier. We'll be honest. Next up we have is Tough Puppy. I love Tough Puppy as a kid. I really did. So I'll put this in B tier. I'll put it in B tier. I loved it, but it's not A consideration, honestly, and then GOAT consideration. Yeah, no, it's not considered that. So yeah, Tough Puppy, B tier. Next up we have his Uncle Grandpa. Honestly, I thought the show was cool at first, but that show was hot garbage. And I admit they caught my eye, but the show is hot garbage. I'm not gonna lie. So we're gonna put Uncle Grandpa in F tier. I didn't think it was cool. Well, actually, no, we're gonna put it in really bad. I rephrase that. We'll put it in really bad. I don't know. I can't. Uncle Grandpa's really bad. I can't even hate. So yeah, Uncle Grandpa it's gonna be in the really bad tier list. Next up we have is Wander Over Yonder. Wander Over Yonder. Honestly, Wander Over Yonder was cool, but I'll put it in C tier. It was alright. I'll put it in C tier. Wander Over Yonder was cool. I liked the intro. Characters were okay, and I guess the story plot was cool, you know. So yeah, I'll say Wander Over Yonder was cool. I'll say it was cool. Next up we have the Wizards show. I don't know how to say this name because it's blurred, but I did not watch this show, and the only reason because due to religious beliefs, I did not watch this show. I didn't watch this show. Next up we have Wonder Pets. Wonder Pets is really, really good, but I'll give it A tier consideration. I don't think it deserves GOAT, but I'll give it A tier consideration. So Wonder Pets, A tier consideration. Last but not least, we have Yo Gabba Gabba. I loved Yo Gabba Gabba as a kid, and honestly, I think Yo Gabba Gabba deserves B tier. I'll say B tier. I just don't think it's worth A tier, nor GOAT status. So yeah, Yo Gabba Gabba is B tier. Yeah, Yo Gabba Gabba is B tier. Alright, y'all. This is my tier list. As y'all can see, here are my GOATs. A tier list, B tier list, C tier list, D tier list, F tier list. Really bad, didn't watch, and why is this even a show? Alright, y'all, this is my tier list. I hope y'all boys enjoyed. If y'all liked it, please drop a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna start dropping more videos on this channel. I hope y'all boys enjoy. And also, please follow my Twitch channel, also at AaronBison. Other than that, I hope y'all boys have a good day. And thank y'all once again for watching. And I'll see you on the next time. And peace! I'll see you on the next adventure.